All right, guys, so here's that little video of me preparing those ribs. So this one I got at Costco, the St. Louis style pork spare ribs, and not too bad. You get 3 full racks, so like you can see it's pretty thick. 30 bucks. So this guy, I'm just gonna make 2 of them today. So the stuff that I'm gonna use is this guy. It's a rib rub, and you can use salt and pepper too, but I just like the kind of like the little bit of spicy flavor that paprika gives it. So I like using that to baste the ribs before I cook them. I like this mesquite style because it kind of tastes like if it were grilled on a open flame. We're gonna bake them, but it kind of gives it that nice smoky taste. And then Veda likes the sweet baby ribs, so 1 rack for each. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna open up your rib pack. Bam. And pull one of these bad boys out. Alright, second thing you're going to do is flip it to the back. And this, I would always suggest doing for your ribs is it's got like a little membrane back here. This, you should always kind of take it off. You should always try to remove the membrane. Because like if you try to cook it, it doesn't really cook well like the other like cartilage and connective tissues. It doesn't soften. It just kind of gets tough and like super chewy. So yeah, it doesn't really fall off the bone or taste well or anything like that. So you really don't need it. The other thing it does is like it's a barrier. So like all the sauce and like the seasonings that you're trying to have the penetration for it in the meat, this will stop it like from the back. You won't get that like sweet and or spicy spice penetration. So yeah, just take it off. So what I was reading from is like you just take a butter knife or like a dull knife and just kind of cut like right below. You'll see it as soon as you open up the package, like that it's like a little connective membrane on there. You just kind of give it a nice little cut so you can get under it. And then once you get like a good handful that you can pull off, you're just literally going to try and pull it all off at once. Yeah, not easy to do because it's slippery, but take your time. Even if you got to pull it off little bit by little bit. All right, so the next thing is applying that rib rub. So before I do that, I'm gonna cut it into half racks. That way it fits in my cooking dish too. So I'll do it right about there. Alright, looks about even. Alright, so super simple. Gotta wash your hands before so you don't get the spice thing dirty. So this guy, yeah, you just want to rub it against your meat as much as you want it. That's Bernice laughing in the background because she's got a dirty mind. Yeah, so I don't like putting too much. I just like a little bit over there, and then I like just massage it in there. It is, stop being dirty. All right, so as you can tell, isolation has been wonderful over here. All right, so it's pretty good. Yeah, you obviously don't want your your ribs to come out super salty. But you know, you do want that like nice spicy flavor, so it'll just take you a little time to kind of figure out where your like favorite taste is as far as like how much you put on there. And mine just like a light coat, just to make sure that there's a little bit of spice everywhere. Put some on the sides. Cool. That's half. So you can use two things. You can use a glass dish like this, or you can use one of these guys, whatever you want to do. If you don't like the cleanup afterwards, then just use one of these you could throw away. The cleanup's not too bad if it's glass too, because you know it really doesn't stick or anything like that. But you're gonna put your ribs in the glass case, and then you're gonna take some aluminum foil and just wrap it really tight. Yeah. You want to make it so that the heat doesn't escape the inside and it just kind of bakes your ribs. That way the meat just falls off the bone. Alright, so once that's done, then you're gonna set your oven to 275 degrees, and you're gonna set a timer for 3 hours. Once you set a timer for 3 hours, and once they're done, then we're gonna take another step when we add the barbecue sauce, and then I'll make another little video for that one. Alright, cool, peace out. So like I said, preheat your oven to 275 degrees. I have both racks here. All right. I'm just gonna put the phone down for a sec. That way I can get these guys both in. All right, bam, top rack, bottom rack, doesn't matter when it's baking. When it's broiling, it does, but for now, that's fine. And then finally, okay, Google, set timer for 3 hours.
All right, 3 hours, and that's starting now.
Now you just wait. All right, so 3 hours later, this is the result. These bad boys are nice and soft now. All right, so next thing we want to do is we want to empty out the juices into like a little glass jar so we don't throw it down the sink and you don't clog your piping. Okay, so let me do that real quick. Alrighty. So, what you want to do now is you want to take your favorite barbecue sauce. This is Vetta's. You're going to take some tongs, if you have them, and then this guy, so you can spread the barbecue sauce nice and evenly. As you can see, I already used them on my set of ribs. And you want to flip them so that you can get the bottom first with the barbecue sauce. So the bones are literally already falling off. All right, that looks nice and even. The reason you want it nice and even too is because it with the broiling, it's gonna candy over. So all of it's going to start, thickening, and it'll be like a nice top layer of the candied barbecue. That way when you start tearing it apart, it's not super watery and running down your fingers. No, you're just going to get nice pieces of barbecue ribs each time. All right, so I'm going to put this in the oven, set the broil to the highest setting, and you're only going to use you're only going to leave it in for about 5 to 7 minutes. Like that 5-minute mark, just peek in, make sure it looks like nice and caramelized and candied, and then you're good. Don't put it for longer because the sauce will burn. All right, so I'll show you another picture of the finished product. All right, hope you guys liked it, and let me know if you have questions. All right, peace.
Hola mis amores, desde Costa Mesa, California. Aquí mi esposo me cocinó una cena tan deliciosa. ¿Cómo ven? A ver el chef. A ver el chef, ¿qué dice?
No, pues, a comer.
A comer. Bon appetit.